Hey guys, and welcome back to Rainbow Ink. It is another Percy Jackson Friday. Last month I sorted the characters from Adventure Time. This month we are sorting the characters from Fiona and Cake. A little ground rules applying here. Any character that we did sort originally in the first video, in the Adventure Time video, I'm not resorting here. So like, for instance, Huntress Wizard, Simon, the Princess Bubblegum, and Marceline that we know and love, none of them are getting resorted here for this video. So to make up for that, I did put in like other worlds variants of them to sort for this as well. We do have a lot of characters to get through, so I'm not going to hold up the cards. Not everyone's getting an definitive answer. These sortings are based off of attributes, personalities, what they do within the show. And yes, I know originally Fiona and Cake came from Adventure Time. They had like 5 or 6 episodes. So in the original show, again, I'm just sticking with Fiona and Cake, the series from HBO Max. So there's that. And also one other thing before we begin, I'm going to stick with the names of each of the characters from Fiona and Cake. They're like names they have in Fiona World. Like Gary, I'm not going to say Prince Bubblegum. Like, I'm going to go with their names that they currently are using, not what they were. Just make it easier on myself and you guys and everything else. So yeah, let's start off with a group: Fiona, Cake, and Fennel. Fennel is the female fern. Anyways, so down right to it, these characters are very loyal to their friends and to each other, especially with Fennel and Fiona later on with each other. They care about their friends, they are loyal to them, so that's really, I really got no other place to put them besides Cabin 9 Hephaestus. I feel like, especially with Fiona and Cake, this is literally chalking up to be literally Finn and Jig again, with loyalty and everything else to each other, when even though they are the main characters to represent one another and stuff. Because I get like Fiona and Cake aren't like well refined, especially since we only have 2 seasons and 6 episodes from the original show and stuff like character development, versus the X amount of seasons that Finn and Jake had in Adventure Time. So there's that. Next up is Gary, male version of Princess Bubblegum. So for him, I have 2 places where I would like to put him, and it's always like this for like inventors and creators and all this other stuff. And potentially with these 2, I didn't think about it in the last video, Princess Bubblegum could have also done this, being in this situation, which is Athena or Hephaestus. Like Athena, because he is smart and creative, especially with being a baker, and baking is a science. And again, that still goes off hand with Hephaestus as well, being creating and building his baking creations. And also he is loyal to his friends. And Marshall, who's his boyfriend, and he cares about him, and he cares about Fiona because they had a long friendship, whether it's like the false memories from Fiona World or their relationship and how they acted towards each other before the normalcy kicked in of Simon. Again, I think either or could work. You guys tell me in the comments below what you think. I think this could also have worked, truthfully, for Bubblegum in the original one, because I think Bubblegum in the original one, I just put in Athena. Hephaestus could also work because she did create the candy people. And yeah, so either Cabin 6 Athena or Cabin 9 Hephaestus. Like, I've seen videos of like people talking about the comparisons of Fiona World to original Adventure Time, how they translate to each other, and people liking how they made Gary a chef, a baker, because how originally in the original show, Bubblegum created the candy people, and he's creating his candy little sweet people that you can eat. And people like how that translates, and like they dog on like the Fiona in not translating well, since Finn's active role in Adventure Time is he's the hero and blah blah blah. It doesn't translate well within Fiona, within the normal world, and within Fiona World and like the normalcy of when Simon took over. So yeah, so one of those could work. Let's move on to our next character, because I think I rambled a little bit too long on that one. Marceline, male version of Marceline, but in Fiona World he's human. Anyways, again, I have 2 places where I would like to put him. Either Apollo, because of like the musicality of him, and he like does music like with Marceline, and then Hephaestus because he is loyal to his friends, because that's his family. Like, yes, he has his mom, but he isn't. Him and his mom are on good terms. Like, he cares about like Fiona, and he cares about Gary, especially since they're dating. Like, loyal and caring for that. Like, when you have a friend group like that and they're tight knit, mainly they are very loyal to each other, and they think of each other as like their family. Do whatever the heck they can for them. Like, I didn't say this with Fiona, but a big indicator of that was this season 2 with Fiona. So there's that. I think either or could work out. So either Cabin 9 Apollo or Cabin 6, Hephaestus will either work with loyalty or the musicality of the characters. Oh yeah. Okay, so next up we have Hunter, male version of Huntress, wizard. So again, two places where I want to put them. Demir, because he is like a gardener. He takes care of like all the plants in the park and blah blah blah. That's his job. And then Hephaestus, because he does care about, is loyal to like Fiona and Fennel because they're their friends and blah blah blah. Again, when you have friends like that and tight knit sort of way, especially, I feel like they were tight knit, especially in the end of season 2. Per se, that's why I'm saying that. Where you think of each other as family, per se. So I think either or could work, especially if you balance in like the job or person and all the other stuff. So Cabin 4, Demir, or Cabin 9, Hephaestus. Either or could work. One thing I will say about Hunter and Huntress Wizard, I really wish we got to see more scenes with them than just that. I think just that one scene where he mistakes her as a plant and technically she is a plant, per se. I wish we got more scenes with them interacting. That would have been so cool, but sadly we didn't. So, there's that. Okay, I have another group. It's a duo group. LSP, which is male version of Lovely Space Princess, and the Candy Queen from the Winter Kingdom world. I think that's right. I don't know if that's right. But both of these characters, especially with the Candy Queen, are crazy or kooky, per se. I know we don't see much of LSP, per se, especially in the first season. He's mainly in the second season. He really doesn't do anything, but he's still, like, crazy and kooky, and like with originally LSP from Adventure Time, as well. And like, I get like the Candy Queen is just pretty much the Winter Kingdom's world version of the Ice King, where the curse of the crown is making them crazy and like full of madness and everything else, like, per se. So there is a god of madness and craziness, and that is Cabin 12, Dionysus. Would he claim Candy Queen? Probably not. I think out of him or Lumpy Space Princess, I think he would claim Ellis instead. He's a little bit more chill and less high maintenance, per se. So yeah, I think that would work. Okay, another group. We have Marceline, or the Star from Vamp World. We have the Vampire King from Vamp World. We have Big Destiny, and we have, hopefully I'm saying this right, Barnabelle Bubblegum from Vamp World. Most of these characters are from Vamp World. So, down right to it, all these characters are very ruthless, very violent, literally, Vamp World is literally a war zone between the vampires and Barnabelle's, factor, trying to stop one another and everything else. So they're very ruthless, very vicious, very violent. So you guys already know where I'm going with this and stuff like that. So Cabin 5 Aries work out for all these characters, because like the war, the ruthless, like getting your hands dirty, vicious, violent tendencies of all of them. So there's that. Okay, next. Another character from Vamp World, which is Martin from it, and I'm only including this because I didn't include him in the original Adventure Time video for last month, so I figured I'll add him here because I like his character better here than in Adventure Time. So in Vamp World, he is actually a father, or at least tries to be to baby Finn in that world. So at least there's one good Martin somewhere in the world that's not a crappy father, or at least trying to, but he does die in that episode as well, leaving baby Finn to a literal tank. Anyways, like I said, he's a love-caring father for his son. He cares about the rest of, like, his team, his group, per se, in that regard. And, like, he's the one that makes sure they're fed. He's the cook of the group. He's the quote-unquote mom of the group, is what I'm trying to put at. And there is a goddess of, like, family and stuff, and that is Cabin 2 Hera. I know, like, Hera is the worst, and, like, is vicious and, like, half the time. But she is the goddess of family, and per se, it's just, it's Zeus's fault. Let's just blame Zeus. It's always Zeus's fault. So anyways, there's that. Okay, next up. Hopefully I was saying this right earlier, and hopefully I'm saying it right now. Felix or DJ Flame, male version of Flame Princess. I'm just either gonna go Felix or DJ Flame and make it easier on myself. So, literally, the whole thing with him in this show, or especially in season 2, is he's a DJ. So he puts together a music playlist, and like he teaches even the kids how to DJ, and DJ is musical and particle because there's music involved. And yeah, Cabin 7 Apollo. If he was still Flame Prince and was still doing DJ stuff, it would be Apollo and Hephaestus because of fire being Hephaestus' thing. But that's besides the point. He doesn't have fire powers in Fiona World. He's a DJ. So Cabin 7 Apollo, music it. So there's that. That was a quick and easy one, thank goodness. Okay, so here is another group. We have the Winter King, Scabbard, hopefully I said that right, and Hannah Abadir. So all of these characters, I'm just gonna say, they're smart. Scabbard wants it in like a certain way. He's a bounty hunter, for goodness sake. So Artemis could have worked because he's a hunter stuff. But he wants it in a certain way. I mean, like super rules, and that's more Athena to me. Where the Winter King and Hannah are more like the treachery thinkers in my mind, where they're the sneakier planners, per se, because literally the Winter King took the curse off of the crown so he can keep the powers and put it on that world's version of Princess Bogum to make her into the crazy candy queen, per se. So that was very like sneaky and underhanding and stuff, but also a smart, brilliant plan to keep him sane, which was kind of cool, seeing that like sneaky part of Ice King keep letting him keep like his sanity of Simon, and also having him have the ice powers, like that making him very sneaky in that regard. And in similar fashion with Hannah Abadir, in season 2, she wants to be back in her son's life, but the problem is she's overbearing and it has to be her way or the highway situation, and literally she planned her own son's coffin and whoever's gonna be his lover. It's weird. Like, she's a helicopter parent, but she's like very smart because she's like is the CEO of her company. But it's sneaky how she's trying to like, get back in her son's life and blah blah blah. So in that regard, I think for all three of them, whether it be like certain rules, the highway, my way, whatever else, or the sneakiness of the planning and stuff, I think Kevin's 6 Athena. You knew Athena was gonna pop up eventually in this, didn't you? So yeah, so there's that. Okay, time for another group, which is Witch, Wizard, and Queenie. So both of these characters, in that regard, they want something. They want something to the point where they are willing to tear it all down, destroy them, even themselves, especially Witch, Wizard in season 2, per se, and also with Queenie within season 2 as well. They're both wanting their own form of victory. Are you seeing where I'm getting this at? Like, Witch Wizard was power hungry and like wanted to prove that she was stronger, and that's her form of victory. And the same with Queenie, getting one over Fiona and proving, oh, I'm always going to be better than you. That's like her form of victory. She's wanting to win against them and everything else. So really, the only place I can think to put both of them is in Cabin 1790, because they're like, that's their form of victory. That's their form of wanting to win, per se, as well come up on top as everyone else. So I feel like that's a thing for Nike, since Nike is the goddess of victory and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so finally, we're down to our last character, finally. For our final character is Astrid. So, not much to say about this character. We met her in season 1. She's a kid who likes the Fiona and Cake stories and want to be a part of it and blah 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 blah. Again, there's not really much with this character to begin with because she's not a main character, but she's still a character that's strictly from Fiona and Cake, even though she's in the Adventure Time world. Downward to it. She's a kid still. It's like child of wonder and youth and blah 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 blah. And like, yes, she wants to become a warrior and stuff like that, and like become Spirit Warrior's next pupil, pretty much after that. So yeah, Cabin 18 Hebe, I swear for those last two swearings I was not trying to put them together because 17 and 18, but at that point, Cabin 18 Hebe, still a child, youth is the era of discovery and all that stuff, and making up your mind and going from there. So, and that was our last character. Apologies, I didn't sort every single character that we see in Fiona and Cake. For it, tell me in the comments below where you think they should go. Any characters that I did sort today, you think they should go places, again, tell me in the comments below. Apologies again for not like sorting Simon or Huntress Wizard, even though they were the main people for each of those seasons, for season 1 and season 2, from originally Adventure Time that we follow with Fiona and Cake. I didn't want it to be more redundant with them since I already sorted them in last month's video, so sorry about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, all that wonderful jazz. The last sorting video I'm actually going to put right here, which is the Adventure Time one. All the sorting videos is in a playlist up there. Also will be in the link description below with that other video that I just mentioned a moment ago, and also the subscribe button is right beneath me, and I'll see you guys next time here on Rainbow Lake. Bye.